Hey, what's going on, everybody? It's Wilhelm Scream, and welcome back to another day in Destiny 2 for some more Destiny 2 news and Lightfall Season of the Wish intel. And in this video, I'm going to be taking you through this week's GM Nightfall, which is the Heist Battlegrounds Moon. If you can complete this Nightfall this week, you will earn yourself the Braytech Osprey rocket launcher, and if you can get it done at the GM difficulty, you will earn yourself the Adept version of the rocket launcher. Lots to know about the Heist Battlegrounds Moon. It's very long, lots of enemies. If you're going to be trying to complete this as a solo player, it's going to be very difficult at the GM difficulty, but hopefully some of the glitches and tricks that we're going to share today will give you a little bit of a leg up. If you enjoyed this video, please remember to like, comment, and subscribe to the YouTube channel, and turn on the bell to post notifications so you never miss out on any future Destiny 2 Lightfall content like this. You can also follow me on Instagram or Twitter. They'll be linked in the description box down below. The first major glitch I wanted to share with you is for the very first room where you're going to encounter a ton of enemies. There are several different strategies that you can use in this particular room. Keep in mind, I was using Malfeasance, as everything in this room is going to be Scorn, at least from here until the end of the GM. But you can actually jump up onto the roof of this area and you will not get shot from anything underneath. The bleed from the enemies does not go through the floor, as there's kind of a few layers of things between you and the floor. There's a lot of scaffolding up here. It's not the easiest jump to make on a Warlock, which is what I was playing on. It's actually the easiest done on a Hunter, which is advantageous for solo players, as I'm sure most will be Hunters, as it's sort of the go-to solo class. The other two strats that I would suggest using for this room is one, to stay by the door, as if you don't have any healing, you can always retreat backwards through the door and you won't have any of the ads actually follow you through it. The other is a little bit riskier and does require a Well of Radiance Warlock, but is a little bit faster, as it sort of puts you more in the middle of the action. This is done by being on the opposite side of the room and having a Well of Radiance always use their well behind this particular set of boxes. This will protect their well from the incoming ad damage so that you don't actually get knocked. Sometimes the well can actually get taken out by some of the unstoppable champions. Pretty good cover on this side of the room, and a lot easier to know where the ads are going to be. For the next section, it's pretty self-explanatory. Just make sure that you move up on top of the door that you come in through to mitigate all the damage from the ads that will be spawning behind you. And if you are in a team or a solo player, this is really going to be where the Invis Hunter comes in handy, as you're going to need at least 2 lasers. If done correctly, you should be able to take out 2 of the runes on the door with each laser. One will be found up on top of the door, but you're going to need to make a move either to the left or the right side in order to get that second laser to take out the final 2 runes. Keep in mind also that if you can get this done quick enough, you will get an extra set of heavy ammo. So don't be afraid to use the heavy ammo if you're just trying to cover the player that is going off to get that final laser, because you will be able to get more before the final boss room. And on to the glitch for the final boss room. A couple of things to note about this particular boss encounter. One, it's going to be very easy to do a single phase of damage, but the difficulty is going to come when you need to return back down to where the boss will actually be in order to deposit the nodes. This is going to be where a Invis Hunter is going to come in very, very handy. Though you can do this on a Warlock and the other classes if you time your super correctly. Now, the great thing about this boss room is there is no ceiling to it, or at least a very high one. So you can actually go up to the top of the entire room and make your way around on all of these gantries or catwalks, whatever you'd like to call them, in order to do damage to not only the boss, but also the blue shield enemies that do drop the nodes. So if you're doing this on any class that isn't a Hunter with Invis, timing is going to be key, as you're going to definitely need your super in order to deposit the nodes and get to the second phase of damage. The great thing about this is there is more than one way up to the top, and you can actually get up to the top platform from the back side of the map where you enter. So instead of having to run forward like you saw in the previous clip, potentially past the boss, which is usually sitting right there by where you'll eventually get the chest. So hopefully these glitches and tips will help you get a completion on this week's Nightfall, whether or not you're a solo player doing it at the lower level difficulties or running the GM for the Adept version of the Braytech Osprey. I'm sure it's not the most desirable weapon currently in the Nightfall rotation, but the champion meta being what it is, rocket launchers could pay dividends in certain endgame activities in the future. Can roll with some good things, so you never want to skip on it. This can be a very easy GM to complete, though it is long if you know these tips. So best of luck farming. Please remember to like, comment, and subscribe to the YouTube channel, and turn on the bell to post notifications, as I said before, so you never miss out on any future Destiny 2 Lightfall content like this. You can also follow me on Instagram or Twitter. They'll be linked in the description box down below. Remember, any of those things also enter you into any future giveaways on this YouTube channel, and we do one every 1,000 subscribers, so you never want to miss out. And of course, when we reach 100,000 subscribers, we'll be giving away an Xbox Series X. If you watched till this point in the video, you can also leave a hashtag Lightfall or a hashtag Season of the Wish or a hashtag Nightfall in the comments section down below for another entry into the next giveaway for this video. And once more, I am Wilhelm Scream. Thanks so much for watching, as always, and of course, we will see you next time.